Alright, so today we're going to talk about this monitor. This is the LH5P2 by Portkeys, and I'm going to review it today. I'm going to show you some functions of the monitor and what you get in the box when you buy one. Alright, first off, I want to thank Portkeys for sending me this monitor. I've been using it for the last couple of months and I was really enjoying it. So, as you can see, it is basically a 5.5 inch monitor. I use it mostly on my for my Sony a7 III and use it on the gimbal, and also when I rig my camera up. The size is really perfect. It's not too big because sometimes with the 7-inch monitors it's a little bit tricky, like when you have it on your rig it's a little bit too big, but this is just perfect. Basically, I also have now a 7-inch. I will do a review on that one too. And actually, that one it's good, but the thing is, it's a little bit bigger, so I use it at home. You know, right now, I'm actually looking at it. I'm using it like a monitor on my tripod, and I'm not sure if I will use it with my gimbal, but it can be used when you rig your camera up. Then it will be actually pretty nice, and it's not so big. It can be used there. So it is a 10-bit, but basically it's an 8-bit FRC. Most of the monitors nowadays are not real 10-bit, only the really expensive ones. The one that I have behind me is the same. That's also 8-bit FRC. So yeah, I will show you every little detail of this monitor. I will show you all the functions and how it basically works and looks, and maybe I will go, like I said, I will go through the unboxing. I will show you what's in the box, what you get when you buy it. I will also show you the functions where you can basically see some things, so you can use it as a tutorial also, let's say a tutorial walkthrough of the functions. So in the future, if there are some things that you don't know how to set up, you can come back to this video and then you can look it up there. So hopefully I will help you. There are some things that I didn't know, but the things that I knew, I tried to explain them as good as I could. All right, so one thing that I want to mention is when you go into the function menu, I will show you later, then these buttons are basically the 4 first functions that you put there. If you will see you have 2 columns, and these are the first 4. So yeah, you can then basically choose every one of the functions and turn it on and off without having to go into the menu with these buttons here, you know. All right, in what cases would I use this monitor more than a 7-inch monitor? Well, basically, if you mount it to your gimbal, and the gimbal is pretty heavy already with the camera and everything, so I would choose this one. The size is just perfect. I think a 7-inch monitor is a little too big to put on a gimbal. Right now I'm using the 7-inch monitor here on my camera, and yeah, that is good now because I can see myself really on a big screen, so that's a good thing. But I think when I would use it outside on my gimbal, it will be a little bit too big to mount it, and also yeah, completely it will be a little bit too big. But if I would shoot handheld and the monitor would be on top of the rig, then it would be okay. It will not be too big there. So yeah, consider that. If you want to buy a monitor and you're not sure if you have to go to a 7-inch or a 5-inch, then this is a 5.5. This is perfect for gimbal, for use at home, for use on your camera rig if you shoot handheld. And the 7-inch monitor is really good for home and for your camera rig. I wouldn't put it on a gimbal. Maybe you could if you rig your gimbal a little bit differently. I think you could also use it, but it's really up to you. I mean, if you want a bigger screen, then go for a 7-inch. If you want something that is right in the middle, this is perfect. All right, why would you buy a monitor? Well, basically the screen on your camera is not so bright. Also, the resolution is not so great there. Therefore, a monitor would be better to use almost all the time. Yeah, also this monitor is 2200 nits, so if you're shooting outside in the daylight, then you can see everything really clearly on the monitor. You don't have any issues like with I don't know, like that you don't see the dark spots on your screen. Like if you're looking at your screen on your camera, you can see everything here. So that's why I basically use a monitor. Also, it's a little bit bigger. And when you rig your camera up and you're going to a client and you want to look professional, a monitor is a really good thing to look more professional. So yeah, basically all the advantages. Disadvantages are that it's a little bit heavier. You have to take your monitor everywhere with you. You have to have an HDMI cable. And the batteries are really heavy. It's not only the monitor, but when you're using the Sony MP batteries, you want to have like a little longer run time, then basically you need bigger batteries. Okay, so on this monitor I use the Sony MP 6800 milliamp hour batteries. Actually, I'm thinking how much time I get out of it. Basically, I have two of them, and when I go shooting, I think that for a whole day they are just enough, because you're not shooting the whole time. It depends, you know, what kind of shoot you're doing, but mostly when I go to some shoot, I turn my monitor on and off, so the battery doesn't isn't drained as quick. The thing is also, it also depends how bright you have your screen, you know, because mostly I have it like on 50% or maybe even less, because only if it's really bright outside, like the sun is shining, but mostly you are not shooting in those scenarios. Not sure, yeah, of course, if you're going somewhere and you have to shoot like the whole day, you probably will, but mostly when I shoot, it's maybe golden hour or at night or like somewhere inside, so I don't need like the full brightness of the monitor. I think I almost never put it on 100%. Mostly I keep it around 50 to maybe 70 when it's a little bit brighter outside. So yeah, I don't know, I think I get like maybe 2 hours out of a battery, something like that. So yeah, it's really enough. Those batteries are, I think, around, like I have some from AliExpress. Those are actually pretty nice. I will put the link below, or I will show you which ones I have. And also I have some that I bought here, and basically the ones on AliExpress were for the half of the price and are a little even a bit better, because the nice thing about them is that you can charge them through USB-C. You don't have to have like another charger. So that's also a good thing. The other one that I have is without the USB-C, and it bothers me because it has to have like a charger. So if I go somewhere, I have to take the charger with me. I cannot charge it like the one that I have from AliExpress. So yeah. All right, so how much does this monitor cost? Well, on the official website of Portkeys is $399. Here in Europe, I've seen it between 400 and 450 euros. It depends where, and sometimes I see some discounts. So yeah, that's not a lot. The price is okay. I think the Atomos is maybe even 200 more or something here in Europe. It's around 600, I think, the Atomos Ninja. But yeah, I mean, I've seen the Atomos Ninja in real life with a friend. We didn't check the brightness, but I've seen from other videos that this monitor is brighter than the Ninja. So that's a real good thing if you're shooting a lot outside, you know. Okay, this is like one of the only monitors that has like Wi-Fi connectivity, so you can connect it to your camera via Wi-Fi. You don't have to do it via cable, so you can push record and stop button here on the monitor, so you don't have to like even check your camera. So it's a really nice thing if you want to use that. I used it actually a couple of times, but yeah, I mean, it binds really fast, but I think it's a little bit problem of the A7 III. I think there are some issues like with the Wi-Fi connectivity. I'm sure it's not an issue with the Portkeys, it's with the A7 III, because it's also had some issues with some other like tablets or phones that I tried to connect to the A7 III, and I had the same issue. So I'm pretty sure that the monitor will be okay maybe on some different brand of camera for this, but I don't use it that much because I'm a little bit frustrated if I'm like trying to connect it and it keeps connecting and slowing me down, so therefore I don't use it that much. But other than that, I use like every function as I shown in the video on this monitor, so I'm really happy with it. All right, so as you can see, here we have the Portkeys LH5P 2 monitor. So I'm going to do the unboxing and I will show you what's in the box. So you get it like this. As you can see on the box, it's 2200 nits. Yeah, it's a really bright monitor, so really good for shooting outside. So this is how you get the monitor in a hard case. So you have these clips all around. So as you open it, the monitor is inside. All right, so as you can see, you get the monitor like this in a case, protected with foam. Right, so on the bottom of the monitor you can see the mounting point for the tripod. Here is a connector for a remote. You can also connect this to your camera if you don't have Wi-Fi, but I will tell you about it later. And here you have a 5-pin power supply, so you can power it from an external source. And here you have the USB-A connector, and that's basically to update the firmware and install new LUTs on the monitor. Okay, so on top, as you can see, you have the on and off button, the plus and the minus, menu exit, and then 4 custom buttons that you can customize with different options there. Alright, so on the back you have the place where you can put the battery. It works on the Sony NF batteries, so you can use those there. And here you have the antenna, and that antenna is for the Wi-Fi to be connected with your camera. Okay, in the box you get this USB flash drive. You can use this to update the firmware or to install some new LUTs into the monitor. You also get this 5-pin cable for the power supply. Get a spare antenna for the Wi-Fi connectivity. That's also included in the box. I also recommend to join the Facebook group here because if you have some issues with the monitor, there are some people from Portkeys in that group and they can help you. And if there are some things that you need help with, you can always ask them. They're really active there. So that's that. I also get this remote cable. This cable can be used to control your camera when you don't have a camera that is compatible with the monitor, to be used via Wi-Fi. Okay, so on this side of the monitor you have the HDMI in, the HDMI out, and also a headphone jack, so you can listen to the audio that is going through the microphone of the camera. Okay, what's really nice about this monitor is that it's completely made out of aluminium, so the build quality is really nice, really sturdy, so it is also really durable. So as you can see, now we're looking at the screen of the Portkeys LH5P2. So yeah, I'll show you the options that we have here. Like, this is the option screen. Basically, if you click, like when you tap on the screen, it disappears. If you tap one time, it appears here. Here we have some options. Here you can change the backlight, because it's 110 is the most and 1 is the least. Okay, let's put it on 5, that's okay. You can also change the color temperature, so if you want to like match it a little bit with your footage, you can also use that. It's really up to you. Here you have some anamorphic settings when you use anamorphic lenses. Alright guys, so here you can flip it vertically, horizontally, and here you have auto. Also, if you put it on auto, then it flips automatically. If you turn your monitor around, there is probably some gyroscope or something, and it will flip the monitor. I use this sometimes when I mount my monitor upside down, when I use it on my gimbal, so the HDMI connector is closer to my camera when I mount it upside down on the dual handles. Here you can choose what the plus and the minus button on top does. So a good thing here is to have it on the backlight, so when you then use the button on the top of the monitor, you can change the intensity of the backlight, so you don't have to go every time back into the menu. You can change the language, yeah, and here also the fan. Here you can turn off and turn on the battery voltage, as you see here. Oh, sorry, okay. And here on this place, okay, and here you can select LUTs. So I have some LUTs already stored from the USB inside the camera. So when I click, they change, but yeah, it all depends what settings you use in the camera. You can go to the second page, just swipe, and here's another one. Then as you see, when you turn it off, it's a LUT. Okay. If you want to install more LUTs, then you go into USB LUTs. So your screen will load. And here your USB will appear when you plug it in on the bottom side of the monitor, so you can install those LUTs into your monitor. Here you can change the volume, and it goes into your headphones, I guess. It's like that. Okay. Here on top, if you push this little arrow, then you get the version information. Runtime is 30 hours in total, since I have it probably. And here you can update it via USB, the same way as you put LUTs into your monitor. You click one time and you can swipe. And when you swipe, you have different functions that the monitor has. All right, so here on top, when your monitor is connected via Wi-Fi, you can push the record button here. Also, you can put it lower, it's up to you. Now I don't have any SD card, so it didn't start recording, but it showed me no memory card can record movie on my camera, so it means that it's connected via Wi-Fi. I will show you the Wi-Fi connectivity later. Basically, in this screen, you can change every single icon that you have there. You just have to push it and slide to the right. Then you have all the different things, and once you select something, it will appear here. So on that way you can change what function is on that place. So that's really nice. Okay, so let's put, I don't know, let's put peaking there. We can later look into the other ones. So peaking, okay, here, all right. You can also, okay, like you can see, I turned on peaking. You can turn it off here, or once you click it on the icon and it turns orange, it means that it's turned on. As you can see, I have peaking also here, so we can choose this and put something else there. Let's say guides. I'll show you later what the guides do. It's really nice, by the way. All right, so let's turn peaking off. Okay, when you go into the options, here you can see the different, you can change the colors of the peaking. So everything that is in focus is in color, and here you can change the style to black. So that means that everything that is not in focus is now black, and the things that are in focus are in the color that you have selected. All right, so you have some more options here that you can change. So it's really up to you what you like and how you want to set it up. Okay, let's turn it off for now. Here you have the Luma histogram. You can choose the transparency, and you can also choose where it is situated on your screen. So it's really up to you how you like it, and you can make it bigger. Here you have the array false color. I don't use this. I think it's a good thing to use, but I never really looked into it. So if you are someone who uses this, feel free to use it. It's here. It's what I heard really nice of a feature. So yeah, you have that. So I'll turn it off now. You have the Luma waveform, and you can choose the brightness of the waveform here, also all the places where you want it. You can make it smaller, bigger, it's up to you. And then here you can choose warning. What the warning does, as you can see, there is a little spot that is underexposed, but that's okay for now. And then it turns red. If it's overexposed, it will turn red on the top. So yeah. It's a really nice feature that you can see it a little bit, like that it's, you know, shown there a little bit better for you to see. Let's turn that one off. Okay, RGB waveform, basically the same thing. Completely, you can choose where you want it, make it bigger, make it smaller. Okay. The audio meters. Mostly I have these on, I put them on top, so while I'm recording somewhere, like I don't know, on some event or anything, so I can really see, like once it goes in the red ones, I know that it's getting too loud. You can also change it if it goes down, up to the side. So yeah. Also the translucence can be changed. I'm not sure what the all air swap is. Maybe if you know, let me know in the comments. All right. Here you can turn on and turn off the LUTs. That's really nice. Okay, these are the grids. So the grid lines, you can increase those as much as you like. And also choose the color of the grids. All right, this function is really nice. This is like for you the guide to frame your shot better. So I really like this, like if you're shooting for Instagram Reels or whatever, you can do it like this, and you can go to 9:16. And the cool part is when you turn on mask, it turns off everything around it and only keeps that little part that you want to have framed for your reels. So yeah, sometimes when you don't want to put your camera horizontally, okay, so sometimes when you don't want to put your camera vertically, you can use it like this, and it's much easier to frame like this. You can turn it off, and here you can change also the color of the guide here. When you turn on the mask, and you can see, you see 4:3, and you have here so many options that you can choose from. This is really nice. You even have user options, so you can choose your own I don't know, like aspect ratio. Okay, so let's turn it off for now. Okay, so these are the zebras, so you can turn off and on. So here you can choose also if you want to go for the low, the high. You can choose all separately. Enable the low, the middle if you want to expose, like for skin tones, and high basically like if something is overexposed. So yeah, but I have to play around also with this a little bit because there are some more options. So yeah, that's that. Okay, this is actually pretty nice, the overlay image. You can like, now it says can detect USB, you have to put in the USB stick, and then you can take a photo of this. And after that, when you come back, like let's say you had to move your camera, but you want to frame it completely the same, you can have the overlay of the scene that you had before and use that one also for the next shot that you do, so that you can like frame it completely the same. It's really nice. You can use it if you have like I said, like there is a scene and you need to like do it a second time. You can use that. It's up to you. There are so many possibilities with this monitor. I think I went over the most used things. What do we have here? Peaking, zebra, false color, luma waveform, RGB waveform, audio meters, luma histogram, 3D LUT, rectangle crop, image capture, image overlay, HDR, camera record, check field. Not sure what check field is. Let's see. Oh, okay. Check field. Okay. Huh. Not sure what that is, but okay. Maybe someone can let me know in the comments. All right. So yeah, like I said, you have some more options that you can choose from, and I mean, it's really up to you what you use. Also, instead of swiping like this, you can push here, and here you have also the other options like the LUTs and everything. So really nice. All right. So when you're on like the home screen, let's say, you click, pull it down, and then you have the camera controls. You can see we're in manual mode. You have the iris on f4, shutter on 50, ISO. So basically via Wi-Fi you can change everything here. The ISO, I'm sorry, I lost tracking. So let's put it back in 2000. And everything, white balance. You can also focus. Normally also touch focus should work, but not sure how it is turned on. I asked about this in the Portkeys Facebook group, and I don't know, maybe it's something with A7 III, not sure. I don't know. I never got it to work, but when you push here, it focuses. You can see that it refocuses, so that's good. And here you have the rec. Like I said, no memory card, cannot record movie, because there is no memory card in this camera, because I'm just using it for the monitor now. Alright, so here you can then add the device. If you have like a problem, let me know. There are some tutorials on YouTube where people like show you how to do it. It's not that hard, so don't be afraid to ask me, and I will send you the link, or I will let you know who has this on his channel. All right. So honestly, I really like this monitor. I mean, like, it looks really good. When I go somewhere, people are like looking at it and they ask me like, yeah, what brand is it? Because it looks really good. The quality, like even now you can see that it looks really good. So yeah, that's it. That's the walkthrough that I did for you of this monitor. And if you have some questions, please let me know. So I will also do a review on the Portkeys LH5H and post it later after this review, so you can also see that one. Okay guys, I hope I helped you a little bit. I helped you decide like which monitor you should buy. If you have some questions, feel free to ask me, or maybe like if you like already have one of these monitors, join the Facebook group and you can ask a lot of questions there also. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.